Marvel needs to be cancelled now. Welcome back to the #1 Lunar Stan channel. Don't fact check that, it's true. And I'm here with a video about Marvel. Surprise, aren't you? Even more of a surprise, complaining about Marvel, because I've never done that before. A few days ago, well, of recording this, one of my friends on Twitter, @RealRicecoon, aka a living, breathing JoJo, put up a tweet about a cover for Gwenpool Strikes Back, the current Gwenpool miniseries, particularly for its final issue, issue number 5. And they're going for a cosplay cover. The cosplayer in question for this cover goes by the name of Eleanor Strikes. And I'm just going to say this for obvious reasons, so no one tries to misinterpret or whatever the purpose of this video. I have nothing against Eleanor. She's a pretty good cosplayer. Her cosplays look good. Their video isn't about her. I don't hate her for doing this, okay? No hate towards Eleanor. I mean, literally the first thing I thought when I saw it was, damn, she's cute. Eleanor, if you're single, my DMs are open. Chris, how dare you use your video to flirt with a cosplayer? Do you have no shame? Bitch, do you know me? I seek the attention and I am desperate for love and affection. I will hopefully find those things very soon. I search the universe. This cosplay cover, while, like I said, the cosplay is fine. Eleanor, she looks cute. It's just lazy, and that's typical of Marvel. Laziness is the only word they have in their vocabulary. No. You only speak fucking English, you idiot. Gosh. So it's the only word they have in their vocabulary. So laziness is to be expected of this company. They've done this before. It's not something new, but I just feel like they could have done much more for this cosplay cover. I know what they're going with, because if you are not familiar with Gwenpool, in simpler terms, knock off Deadpool. Deadpool with tits. Although there already is Lady Deadpool, but she is essentially a real life person, and she ended up in the Marvel universe, and as such she has knowledge of all the characters there, etc, etc. So she's kind of living out her kind of fantasy of being in, like, sorry, I'm dying. Being in the work of fiction that she likes. That's the thing. And if that's what they're going for with the cosplay cover, I kind of get it, because, Gwenpool's supposed to be a real life person, so you use a real life person dressed as Gwenpool for the cover. But I feel like they could have done more with that. Like, maybe instead of just having it as just like the cosplay picture, maybe like edit out or Photoshop Eleanor Strikes Gwenpool cosplay onto like a comic book background, or vice versa, or whatever. Given, you can still keep the cosplayer in question, just add more, because despite the fact, like, the actual image of it itself is kind of fine, but it leaves, if this were drawn, it would be kind of bland. It's just Gwenpool, just, the Eleanor Strikes Gwenpool cosplay, just like pouty, doing the cute pouty, I'm bored AF, and trying to give it does seem like it's trying to give her, oh my god, that's #relatable, that's so me. I know, they could have done more. That essentially how I feel about it. It is lazy, and it feels like they could have done more for this cosplay cover. But these aren't the worst. Cosplay covers, they're, while kind of a bit lazy, it's just like, let's just take an image and just slap it onto a blank cover, essentially what it is. I mean, I could do that. I have a few blank covers of, like, I have like probably one of like Snyder's Justice League #1. Probably, if I haven't sold it already, I could just print out a picture of Zack Snyder's Justice League and just glue it onto there, and like, here, take my comic. I only want $100 from it, please. Yeah, while the cosplay covers aren't the laziest, I will say the movie posters are. Movie posters are the absolute peak of laziness. Like, DC doesn't really do it. So if they have something they want to tie into a movie, they usually do a variant, or they just stick on a banner, Batman vs Superman coming out in who gives a shit, because the film wasn't that good. But with Marvel, they just take a picture of like the legit like official photos of the film and just put it onto a comic and say, this is a variant. For Captain Marvel, when that was coming out, they did one for like, I think it was the Meet the Skrulls miniseries. So they put the official like picture of like the Skrulls from the Captain Marvel film onto it, and it's like, wow, I definitely want to buy it now. It's not like I could just print this picture off myself and do it for free. So what's the point of this video? I wanted to vent. I wanted to vent my Filipino fury, because I think essentially these covers are kind of just lazy. They are. It's Marvel. They've always been notorious for being lazy when it comes to covers. They've done worse. Like cosplay ones, the cosplays on them, they look fine. They're fine to good. Nothing wrong with the cosplayers themselves. It's just Marvel's kind of decision to just use a cosplay like that, and especially for the one with Eleanor. This isn't her only Gwenpool cosplay. There's one where she does some like really good like action shots, or Gwenpool being goofy. So why didn't you like get something like that? I would have still called them lazy for just using an existing photo, but at least there's something to it, not just the whole pouty look to it. Like a bit more. Like if you're gonna go for a cosplay cover, make it like a great looking cover. Like I'm still gonna bag on the fact that it's a cosplay cover, but still it actually looks much better. But I will give them this. They didn't just grab an existing photo for the cosplay and put it onto the cover. I've been scrolling through Eleanor's Instagram for research purposes. I may be desperate, but I'm not a degenerate. It does seem like the photo that they are using for the cover is actually something new. It wasn't something taken out from her existing Instagram photos and just say, hey, can we use this? It's like, okay, you can use it, whatever, yada yada yada, all that. So I will give them that. They actually put a little bit of effort. I'm not sure. Maybe it is an existing photo and I just couldn't find it. I'm kind of so the fact I grew up in this age of social media and all that, I'm kind of new to Instagram. I only just started my own profile recently at Oz_Chris_comics. Shameless, perfect plug is shameless. In the end, I think I've just been constantly repeating the same point. It's just kind of lazy. It could have definitely been on Marvel's end. Should have been a bit more effort with the cover itself. And don't go send hate to Eleanor Strikes. Like she's a good cosplayer. It's not her fault. It's Marvel's fault. If you want to bully someone, bully Marvel. Steal their lunch money. Give them a swirly. Go have sex with their mum in front of them. Wait, what? So yeah, don't send any hate to the cosplayer herself. It's not their fault. It's Marvel's fault. Honestly, they could have just done something they could have been more creative. Like I said, that whole idea of just cropping Eleanor out and putting her in like a comic book background, that would have been very fitting, because Gwenpool's supposed to be a real life person that's now stuck in the comic book universe. Earth 616 Marvel, all of that would have been like a great kind of reference to her whole existence. But nope, no one uses their brains at Marvel Comics. So that is it for this video. Do you agree with me? Will you buy this cover? Do you think Eleanor is a cutie? If you say no, how dare you disrespect my future wife? That is it for this video. If you want to follow me on social media, just follow me on social media. English is my only language. Why do I have so much goddamn trouble with it? If you want to follow me on social media, my Twitter and Instagram are in the end screen of this video. If you like the video, leave a like. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Definitely appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next one. I don't know why, but I put these on, but I only bought these as a gag for those Finding B. Claymore and Richard Pace comics, and I thought I should at least get my $5 worth out of these.